Red one. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
you're red one.
button.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Play.
We got a shirt unbuttoned.
Uh-oh.
We got a shirt unbuttoned. Stop everything.
Okay.
Just shut it down. Shut it all down.
All right.
Shirt's unbuttoned.
Good, good, fellas.
Red one. Good.
Red 2, good.
Huh?
What's up, everybody? Welcome to a very special episode brought to you by Blind Eye Games. Fellas, we are like less than a month out from Game Awards.
Oof.
December 6th. It's go time. The clash of the titans, if you will. The I don't know, actually. That's the only analogy.
Yeah, that's the only one that pops up.
Clash of the Titans, the romp of the roosters, the
Pokemon Gymnasium.
what?
I don't know.
The chuckle of the children. What is happening? Anyway, guys, we are so close to Game Awards, and so what we wanted to do, we wanted to get together for just a little while. This is kind of going to be different from the normal episodes. This is not an episode of Game Side Chats. This is its own thing. So if you're looking for gameplay, if you're looking for games that you don't know much about, this video is not the place. But hey, go to the channel Blind Eye Games. You can check out some of the other content that's up there. But no, this episode, I'm here with my dude, Trey Nash.
Howdy.
And my other dude, Tyler Nash.
I reckon I'm the better.
Oh, he's flexing though. Better known as Big Nasty and Lil Nasty.
I reckon.
You know, so, and of course, my name is Aaron. As always, welcome back. Oh, thanks, man. So yeah, what we're gonna do, we're gonna try and predict all of the winners of the Game Awards.
I'm gonna be right. All of them.
So, what do you guys think that the chances are that we actually get every single one of them right?
0.
0.
40%. I'm optimistic.
Okay. So 40% that we can get all of them right.
You know what? Let's go
Okay.
100%. I'm
All right.
going all in.
Okay, let's go this way. Realistically, what percentage of the categories are we going to get right?
I'd say
60.
60?
Around
Okay.
60, maybe 55.
That's fairly optimistic. I was going to go for like around 30%.
Come on, man.
But that's okay. That's okay. So, you know what? Let's just jump right in. We are going to save Game of the Year for last. So if that is the only prediction that you're interested in, go ahead and skip to the end of the video. But we are going to start with, and now, okay, this is important to keep in mind. What we're doing is we are not calling out our favorites to win. We are trying to legitimately predict which games are going to win. Because I would have Spiderman in every category, right? But obviously that's not going to be the case. So, you ready?
I'm ready.
You ready?
Ready.
Let's do this. Alright, first category. Best ongoing game. Awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. The nominees are Destiny 2 Forsaken, Fortnite, No Man's Sky, Overwatch, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Ooh, that's a toughie.
Now keep in mind, again, the criteria here is awarded to the game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time. So, first thoughts.
I've got to say, probably Fortnite. That's the most popular ongoing game of this year, at least. Now, if we were talking maybe 2017, 2016, I would give it to Rainbow Six. But since then, people I talk to, and from my experience, it's kind of gotten old, repetitive,
Okay. Yeah,
even with all the new operators.
Yeah, I feel that. Okay, what about you?
Alright, so I would either say Destiny 2, Forsaken, or Fortnite. Because Destiny 2, with all their DLCs, they keep it fun and interesting, and you can get new armor and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then with Fortnite, all the new seasons and what they do with the new seasons, and like the live action events and stuff, I think that's what's keeping it real.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. I look at that one line from the criteria, outstanding development of ongoing content. Like, that's Fortnite. That's got to be Fortnite.
They add
So
new stuff every week.
yeah. So are we in agreement for that one? Best ongoing game?
Oh, yeah.
Fortnite?
100%.
All right. Fortnite. All right, next category. Best game direction. Awarded to a game studio for outstanding creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. The nominees are A Way Out, Detroit Become Human, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2. Let's start with you this time. What do you think?
So, I would either say A Way Out or Red Dead Redemption 2. Because
Oh, really? A Way Out. Okay, so talk to me a little bit about A Way Out, because I've not played it. Admittedly, I've not seen anything on it, and when I looked at this list, A Way Out, when I looked at it, I was like, what? You know, like, why is that here? So
A Way Out is based on first you gotta you have to have somebody playing with you, whether it's someone literally playing with you, co-op or multiplayer. And you have to be friends with them too. And
oh, dang, okay.
so at the start of it, you get to pick who you want to be first. And one of the guys is in jail.
Okay.
So they're get together the whole game, and one of them's trying to help the other one find a guy to get revenge.
Okay. So it's kind of like your classic break this person out of jail story. Okay.
Well, they end up both.
That's how it starts, yeah.
Okay.
They end up both going to jail, but it starts kind of in the future, and then it goes back to the past to show you what happens.
Okay. I'm kind of leaning toward Detroit Become Human. Again, I've never even played this game, but I've watched some gameplay trailer. I've heard people talk about it. I don't know why I say gameplay trailer. I've watched some gameplay. And when I read that outstanding creative vision, to me, that is kind of the most creative one, in my opinion, on this list. So I would lean with Detroit Become Human. Who you got?
I think now I'm between Detroit Become Human and probably Red Dead Redemption 2. An argument can be made for Spider-Man with web swinging. However, I don't think that's quite enough to sway it in that direction.
Yeah.
And with Red Dead Redemption 2, a lot of it is, as detailed and relatively innovative as that game is, a lot of it's just rehashing of Grand Theft Auto 5, for example. The controls are similar, and from what I understand, the gunfighting is relatively similar. Obviously, It's not going to be the same with cowboy repeaters and then AK-47s, but. And then again, I've never played Grand Theft Auto. This is just from watching, but so I think Detroit Become Human in the end. We'll take it.
Detroit Become Human. Okay. What were your two again? You said two, right? You said A Way Out and
Red Dead.
Red Dead.
I'm leaning towards Red Dead.
Okay. So do we just want to go with majority rules in this case?
Majority.
Detroit?
Yeah, Detroit.
All right, so best game direction, Detroit Become Human. All right. Next up, best narrative for outstanding storytelling and narrative development in a game. The nominees are Detroit Become Human, God of War, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, Marvel's Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2.
I'm not going to be telling any spoilers either.
Yeah, no spoilers.
Right.
Gosh, this one's rough. Again, I'm kind of drawn to Detroit Become Human just because of the directions that... Because it's almost like Detroit is not one story, it's a ton of stories, right? But then you've got God of War that takes something like Norse mythology and does something so incredibly new and fresh to it. Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, I don't really know much about. I I kind of don't like that it's in here just for the fact that it's not even the full game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's just one episode of it. Spider-Man's narrative I thought was great.
Not enough content to it, though.
Yeah.
I think that's it with that.
Well, they're adding DLCs to it too.
Right.
We're talking core game.
Yeah, and I mean, as much as I love Spider-Man, he's in my like top 3 heroes ever. But a Spider-Man story is a Spider-Man story is a Spider-Man story is a Spider-Man story. You know what I mean? Like there's
only so much.
Yeah. So yeah, and I would have to defer to you guys for Red Dead Redemption 2. I don't know much about the narrative at all, other than the very base, you know, whatever. So for me, I'm down to Detroit and God of War.
Absolutely, 100%, without a doubt, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Really?
Oh yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Here's why.
Okay.
It has excellent use of satire.
Okay.
For one, its usage it uses it with for example the KKK. There are a few random encounters. Well, I'll just mention one. It's the first time I ever ran into them. In fact, they were initiating their new guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I walk up. And I'm just sitting there watching, you know, taking in the scene, wondering what the heck's going on. Why are they even in the game in the first place?
Yeah.
I understand it take place in 1899, but still.
With the KKK.
And then I see, yeah, the KKK. And then I see, once he goes to light the cross, he lights himself on fire. So essentially, they're making fun of the KKK. Now, not only that, you have their use of symbolism. Now, I won't get too deep into it, but depending on your honor level, you'll either be depicted as a wolf to symbolize, you know, being a lone wolf, the feeling of being alone, and then a deer, which I can't speak as well on that one. But I did keep my honor level pretty high for those of you watching. Because for me, I felt that was the more true. I felt like that was the more true story.
That was more Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
Yeah,
now that can be subjective to each person,
right?
But
to be fair, they are outlaws.
Yeah, and that's the thing. He starts off as an outlaw who's like, oh, but towards the end, as the game goes on, it goes on from being about for Arthur for money, and then it turns into how he's trying to redeem himself with. I don't want to get too far into it.
Stay clear a little from the spoilers, but
yeah.
But okay, if both of you guys are like Red Dead hands down, then okay, fair enough. Like I'll take that one.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So best art direction for outstanding creative and/or technical achievement in artistic design and animation. So the nominees: Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Octopath Traveler, Red Dead Redemption 2, Return of the Obra Dinn.
This one's a little bit harder because I'm not an artsy person at heart.
Guys,
But
I got it. So,
Okay, go for
I
it.
would either say Assassin's Creed Odyssey or Red Dead Redemption 2. Because with both of the games, it's the sky. Like,
It's just the sky. The sky wins it.
like it gives you so much color and like detail.
Gotcha.
Like in literally everything. But if I had to pick one of the two, I would say Red Dead Redemption, because when it's nighttime, you can literally see like pixelations and like all the stars. You can
constellations.
What? You know what I mean?
Constellations, folks.
Constellations.
In fact, this game looks like crap. It's all pixelated. What is that alert on my camera? Is that a... Oh, okay. No, we're fine.
What
I thought I was about to say, like, you're out of time, suckers. No. Alright, so, just so I can throw my 2 cents in on Octopath and Return of the Obra Dinn.
Never seen them.
Again, I have not played this, but I did look up gameplay right before we did this. And, I mean, Return of the Obra Dinn is interesting. It almost has... It's a black and white feel to it. It almost has like a hand-drawn quality to it, in a sense. Wasn't particularly impressed. In Octopath Traveler, I think it was cool because it was like a pixel, sprite-based game, and I haven't really seen many that really utilize like a 3D space when you're working with little pixel guys.
Mm-hmm.
So it was impressive in the sense of it's impressive for what it is, but stacking it up to things like God of War and Red Dead, I don't think it has a chance.
I will say Red Dead Redemption does have a beautiful environment.
Okay.
Well, I should say multiple beautiful environments because the map is just that big. It has its own little ecosystems and everything. So I will say it is really nice to look at.
And the snow.
So what about God of War though?
No.
God of War was pretty. That was really pretty. But
only in few parts of the games, but other parts it was.
Okay. All right.
I will say for God of War, it was harder for me to take in the environment as I was busy hacking and slashing every enemy.
Yeah.
It was harder to pay attention to the little things.
I will go with that. Okay, so we're going with Red Dead Redemption 2 again, huh?
I think that's fair.
Okay. I'm trusting you guys.
You should, man.
All right, so best score and music for outstanding music inclusive of score, original song, and or licensed soundtrack. So guys, real quick, talk to me about music in Red Dead.
It's Western.
So yeah, it's kind of folky, but I will say I did enjoy it. So
Okay.
towards the end of the game, I won't say anything, but for those of you that have beaten the main story, you'll know what I'm talking about. That last song they play before you beat it, it really spoke to me. I really, I know it sounds.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I've heard people. Yeah.
But it was really nice. But in the end, when people think of score, they think of the Avengers song with the big old orchestra of people working together and doing their thing. You know.
I looked up Ni no Kuni 2 right before you guys got here, and the score in that game was really great. Like if you guys like kind of Celtic or Irish or that kind of like just that medieval sound, like that game. Because I was watching it, the dude was in the middle of this big fight with all kinds of creatures, and it's like he's throwing down, and it's just this Celtic music, like this big, bold Celtic music in the background that was really cool. But I don't know enough about it.
I do remember a little bit of God of Wars, and I do remember enjoying that.
I can't remember any music from God of War.
I couldn't describe it to you, but I remember kind of enjoying it. It fit with the world, I feel like.
I think me probably going frick crap like drowned out the music.
Red Dead Redemption, it made you like when it got deep or when you were just roaming around, it really made you feel like you were in the game.
Yeah, it worked. But I don't think that Red Dead Redemption it should take this spot. I don't think it should be.
How dare you, sir?
This is tough because so I don't know anything about Celeste at all, other than gameplay. But in terms of music, I don't know.
One of those games you can just add random stuff into it.
God of War, I don't remember. Did you say you don't remember?
I don't remember.
You don't remember? You don't remember?
Not really.
To me, that kind of speaks to the fact that it shouldn't win if it didn't make an impact.
In all fairness, though, it did come out in April. So
that's true. It has been a really long time removed since then. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Okay. I'm not gonna say Spider-Man for this one because I want to give Spider-Man. Honestly, I want to give Spider-Man the next category, because I think what I'm thinking of when I think of this fits better into that other category, which I'll talk about in a second. But I don't know. Do you think Spider-Man's music?
I don't remember any music.
It's hard to remember music. Red Dead, it gave it specific moments where you're literally just riding around and it's making the music an essential part of that scene.
Right.
So it's easier to remember it. And I have put in 100 hours over the past 3-4 weeks now. At least 100. So
gotcha.
It's still fresh in my brain.
So I kind of want to give this one to Ni no Kuni too. Despite, you know what? I'm going to show you guys real quick.
I want to give it to Red Dead.
Kuni 2.
Really?
I think I had it on
Except
gameplay.
one time I encountered like these two guys. They were doing a Mexican standoff, and I went over there to do it, and it had that like Mexican.
I
Yeah.
can't whistle.
That was solid. Alright, listen to this music. Oh, not this. This is an
And
ad.
add
Sorry.
everybody. Hang on.
Hang on.
You can edit this.
But I'm just saying, in terms of pure score, like, oh my gosh, why do I have like 3 ads in a row in the beginning of this video?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, hold on. This is. Hold on. Hold on. This is not a good one. Hold on. 25 minutes of Ni no Kuni. Let's go with that. Hang on, let me back it up this week. I mean, that's pretty awesome.
I don't know.
Like, in terms of score, that's like an orchestra,
It is.
professional orchestra quality.
Yeah.
I don't know. It makes it like I don't know. I don't really like that type of music, but
Gotcha. Well, let's just do a vote. Let's do a vote real quick.
Red Dead.
Okay, Red Dead. I'm going with Ni no Kuni 2.
I'll go with Nina.
Ni no Kuni 2? Okay.
We spent a bit of time on that one too.
We did. That was a tough one.
Yeah.
Ni no Kuni 2. Alright. Oops, not the ad sign. 2. There we go. Alright, this one.
Ooh.
Best audio design. Recognizing the best in-game audio and sound design. I will fight you guys on this one. Anyway, here's the nominees. Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Forza Horizon 4, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2. Okay, it's Spider-Man. It is stinking Spider-Man because remember when you would be trying to get somewhere quick, right? The music would build and build and build, and when you'd be swinging through between the buildings, it's like dun, 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 dun. I don't remember what the music sounded like, but it would swell with you. And there were even moments where like music would be going in the background or like background noise would be going on, and you'd leap off of a building and it would go dead silent while you fell. It was just like, and then like the music would kick in and it would build. Like, I am all about, like, I will fight you guys on this one. It's Spider-Man.
Well, let's talk about this.
Okay, all right.
And I know y'all are gonna think that I'm biased for some reason because I'm always talking about Red Dead Redemption.
Here he goes.
However, I just got done playing it, and right before I finished, a storm was kicking off, and just hearing the thunder and hearing the rain, it was as if I was in the storm. I was there, and not to mention the sound of the horse's hooves hitting the ground on wood bridges or
I see where this is
gravel
going.
What are you reading?
or anything, or just the sound of the guns firing. You sound like you're there.
And like you can hear the aftershocks.
Yeah. The web swinging I will say, Spider-Man's greatest strength is the web swinging. That is his greatest.
Well, okay, all right. So you got Red Dead. I got Spider-Man.
I'm going with Forza Horizon 4.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
Out of left field.
Yeah, that one came out of nowhere.
Forza
Okay.
Horizon 4. It has the real sounds of the cars. It has the real sounds of like tire screeches, and like when you are going by like leaves, you can hear the leaves.
You can hear them rustle?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And
That's intense.
You can hear like the water splashing, and like if you go into first person while you're driving and it's raining, you can hear it like hitting the car.
Gotcha. Dang.
So
we're on a...
I don't know. Based on that description, I will say maybe Forza should take it. Because me personally, I love the sound of an engine going. When you're revving it, I think it sounds pretty neat.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
What's happening, guys? Need your help out there. Come help me.
Comment down below, fellas.
Tell them. It's Spider-Man.
Look, no.
Tell them. No, you know what? Actually, no. Let's do this. I'm gonna put Forza Horizon down here. But I want the record to show that when the Game Awards come out and Spider-Man wins, I said Spider-Man.
You're right about the web slinging. That does sound pretty cool. But that's only one thing.
I don't even care about the web slinging though.
That's one thing.
That's
one thing. And the music was already in a different category.
That is true.
So, I mean.
But that's what I was saying though. That's when I was talking about the last one. Like, it's not the music itself that I'm super hyped about. It's how they utilize the music with the builds and how, you know, when you're moving faster, the music is more intense.
Again,
it just
different category.
And just the I don't know if this falls into this category of sound design, but like Spidey's quips were so like perfectly timed.
I think that would follow. Oh, excuse me. Fall under the dialogue category.
I don't think there is a dialogue category.
They're wrong then for not having it.
Did you hear that, Game Awards? You're wrong. Get a dialogue dialogue. For some reason, I said dialogue, and my brain thought that I said catalog. Anyway, moving on. All right, Forza Horizon 4. You're wrong. You're just wrong. You guys are wrong. Best performance. Alright, so awarded to an individual for voice-over acting, motion and/or performance capture. So we've got Brian Deckard as Connor from Detroit Become Human, Christopher Judge as Kratos from God of War, Melisanthe Mayhood as Cassandra from Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man. Right. Fun fact before we get going. So the dude that voiced Peter, right? His name is Yuri. You remember what the the police captain's name was? Yuri. Did you know that Peter Parker, gosh darn it, the two voice actors for those two people are actually married in real life?
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Husband and wife, and so they're talking to each other, and it's like his name, but he's saying it to her all that. Anyway, it's funny. All right.
So let me get. All right. So I think it is Christopher Judge or who's the guy that did Roger Clark.
Okay.
Yeah.
And just as a refresher, Christopher Judge is Kratos. Roger Clark is Arthur Morgan.
Because I'm gonna go. I don't know. It was with Kratos. He had that deep voice and when he said boy, it had that same tone every time. But with Christopher, no, not Christopher, what's the other guy? Arthur?
Roger Clark.
With Roger Clark, the deepness of his voice, and when he had his head down with his hat, then you could tell, you didn't even have to look.
So I'm gonna look up something real quick.
Was he a real Greek god?
What? No. I want to know if Kratos was motion captured.
Probably. Most games do motion capture now.
If he was motion captured, I'm giving it to that dude. Because some of the close-ups of his face, Kratos' facial expressions told just as much of a story as the dude's head did hanging on his waist half the time. There was one part where, gosh, what the heck was it? He was looking at his son. His son just did something or said something, and it zoomed in on on Kratos' face, and he just had this look of like I have seen some crap, but I care so much about that kid.
That boy.
And I was just like, if that was a real man making that expression,
that boy.
My gosh, that was incredible.
Not kid.
While you're looking at that, I'll go ahead and give my say. I liked Roger Clark. However, I think Yuri, whoever played Peter Parker, Yuri Lowenthal, I think.
Yeah.
I think his performance as Peter Parker was beautiful.
Yeah, if that was.
He did crush it. That could have been a AAA Marvel movie.
Especially in the scene in the end when he was confronting the final enemy. For those of you that played, you should know what I was talking about.
Yes.
When he was just pouring all of his emotion into that scene, it was.
Oh yeah,
it was wonderful. It made me feel as if I myself had been betrayed. You know.
Dang it, man!
I,
You're making me sway.
Yeah.
I forgot about that scene.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'm thinking about it.
Leaning towards Spiderman.
And not to mention, he was motion cap, I think. I'm pretty sure he was.
If he was motion captured, then that all the way.
You know what? Let's give it to Yuri Lowenthal.
Congrats, man.
Everybody cool with that?
Yeah.
Yuri Lowenthal? Sweet. Alright. Let's see. Games for Impact. For a thought-provoking game with a profound pro-social meaning or message. I have a good idea of who's going to win this one. However, it is not from personal experience. So the nominees are 11/11 Memories Retold, Celeste, Florence, Life is Strange 2 Episode 1, and The Missing, J.J. Macfield and the Island of Memories.
I can't speak for this one. I don't know.
I don't know.
So are you guys cool with just me predicting?
Yeah, you go for it. I find myself pretty in tune with social climate, I suppose, but I've never played any of these games. I don't know anything about them.
I think it's gonna be Celeste.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Celeste.
I agree.
And again, full disclosure, I've never played this game. But hearing the way that people talk about how the action of that game is so dialed into also the emotional aspects of that game. I mean, people just rave about it. So, yeah, that's my guess. That's my prediction. All right, best independent game for outstanding creative and technical achievement in a game made outside the traditional publisher system. Again, I'm not gonna have a dog in this fight. Celeste, Dead Cells, Into the Breach, Return of the Obra Dinn, or The Messenger.
Just looking at the picture, Into the Breach looks kind of cool.
Into the Breach does look cool.
Yeah.
Not that this matters, but in my opinion, the best looking one in all of these, because like I said, I did watch a little bit of gameplay for all of these beforehand, but I think Dead Cells is the prettiest, quote unquote. But hey, you want to go for Into the Breach?
Let's go for
Into the Breach. Let's go there for Into the Breach.
It looks like a cartoon comic type.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So hey, guys, real quick, we are going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back, and we're going to jump into best mobile game. Hey, welcome back, guys. So we're going to keep it rolling right now. We're going to jump into the best mobile game category for the best game playable on a dedicated mobile device. Okay, so we got Donut County, Florence, Fortnite, PUBG Mobile, and Reigns Game of Thrones.
I'll go first.
Alright, go ahead, man.
I'm going to say PUBG because instead of Fortnite, I know, but Fortnite was just too difficult. PUBG, it was more simple than most mobile games that I've played because it's like you don't really have to do too much with that. It's just a few buttons and you're good. So I would say that.
Gotcha. You know, I'm actually gonna agree with you on that one. I tried to do Fortnite. Every time I jumped off the bus, the jank crashed. So I was like, all right, well, this is unplayable.
I couldn't build.
And PUBG was pretty fun.
Yeah.
On mobile, I liked it.
PUBG's pretty fun.
PUBG,
Yeah.
Cool. PUBG. There we go. PUBG. That was simple.
Yep.
All right. So best VR AR game. So we got Astrobot, Beat Saber, Firewall Zero Hour, Moss, and Tetris Effect.
I'm going to go ahead and say Beat Saber. I've seen a lot of gameplay on that.
Really? Okay.
Is
you too?
Yeah,
Beat
seeing
Saber?
dudes go to a rap god on that is pretty neat.
Because like they're literally taking like
Okay.
sword and this,
Does that work? All right. Best action game. For the best game in the action genre focused on combat. Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2 Forsaken, Far Cry 5, Mega Man 11.
We can definitely cut Far Cry 5.
Yeah, and Mega Man 11. I mean,
and
Destiny
and
2,
and
we
Dead
take it
Cells.
off.
We can cut that.
I think it's
I'm kinda-
Black Ops 4.
Yeah, I'm thinking the
As
same
much
thing.
as I hate to say
I
it,
don't know.
because
I don't know.
I know some people out there are gonna hate me for saying this. I have not liked a single one of the Black Opses. I liked Zombies in Black Ops 1. That was
Yes.
it. I didn't
I
like
don't know,
anything else.
I think Destiny 2 Forsaken was really good because the story with it was a lot better than the first one, and
There's an action category, remember?
Yeah, I think we kind of have to.
I'm not done, son.
Okay, all right.
Because with like the bosses that you fight, it's really intense, and like you have to get armor and to actually be able to fight them.
Gotcha.
Black Ops is just if you're good, you're good. If you're bad,
Oh, the curse of Black Ops. If you're good, you're good. That's very true. That's so true. Though. All right.
The worst. What's your? That's even
So best action/adventure game. For the best action/adventure game, combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
The only one I haven't played yet is Shadow of the Tomb Raider, though.
I haven't played that one either.
Speaking of traversal, though, like I've said before, the web swinging in Spider-Man is its greatest strength.
I'm with you. Like,
Best thing it's got going for it. And I
when
know
you talk about. Sorry, go ahead. No,
I know Red Dead Redemption probably. I know traversal isn't the only thing that goes into it. However, I know in Red Dead Redemption, of the 100+ hours I've put into it, I'd say probably, 40 hours has just been riding my horse, because the fast travel I have found is not that effective. You have to, if you unlock it for your camp, you can't fast travel to the city and then go back to your camp. And sometimes the train station will be closed, or the wagon guy. I can't think of what it's called, but he'll be closed sometimes, and you just have to spend so much time, because this is a big map. If you probably take Spider-Man, God of War, and Assassin's Creed and put their maps together, that's probably the size of.
That's
of
the
Red
cool
Dead.
thing about it. Well, first off, Assassin's Creed is a pretty big map, but anyway, with Red Dead Redemption, riding your horse, that's the best thing about it, because you come across weird stuff, like people that looked like zombies. That was freaking amazing.
Yeah, I will say that the random encounters that happen when you're riding around, those are pretty neat.
But I'm gonna go with Tomb Raider, because you did mention puzzle piecing, and that Tomb Raider has always had good puzzle piecing and putting them together, and you always had to find out what to do and where to go, and it never really gave you it never told you what to do.
Right.
So I'm
All
going.
right, so we got Tomb Raider, Spider-Man. Okay, so Spider-Man is taking this category.
Biased. You said Spider-Man for most of them.
Well, no. The reason I'll defend it, but the reason. So this is talking about combining combat with traversal and puzzle solving. I know a lot of people had issues with the combat in Spider-Man. I liked it. I thought okay.
I thought it was so much like Batman.
I mean, it's very similar to Batman, really. But I thought the combat mixed with the traversal, there are not many games where just getting to somewhere is fun.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man hands down nails that. At first when I looked at this category, and I for some reason I latched on to the puzzle solving part of it, and I immediately went to God of War.
Mm-hmm.
But then I was like, gosh, dude, the traversal in that game is a puzzle, and I'm like,
Walking around that game is
crazy.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I will say for Spider-Man, the puzzle solving now is kind of weak. I thought that was the worst part of the game.
Yeah, when you look at combat, traversal, and puzzles, it was kind of. Well, I gotta say though, at first I had a lot of fun with the whole connecting the.
Yeah, at first it was fun, but then it got tedious.
But with Assassin's Creed, it's not only on land, it's on water too, because you have to have your own ship to upgrade and travel through the sea to get to different places.
Right.
And fight different ships and stuff. So I thought that was pretty cool for the traversal part.
Gotcha. Alright, moving on to best role-playing game. For the best game designed with rich player character customization and progression, including massively multiplayer experiences. Now keep in mind, that does not mean that it requires massively multiplayer experiences. It's just saying that that is also part of this category. We've got Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of an Elusive Age, Monster Hunter World, Ni no Kuni 2, Revenant Kingdom, Octopath Traveler, Pillars of Eternity 2, Deadfire.
I never played any of those games.
Yeah, I defer.
Have no say.
I think it's going to come down to Dragon Quest or Octopath.
Don't they pick like games that everybody knows?
Well, I mean, this is a very specific category. In this category, these are the very popular games. I think Dragon Quest should get it, but I think the underdog here is going to get it. I think Octopath is going to get it. So we'll go with that. Alright. Best fighting game. It's fairly self-explanatory. Blaze Blue, never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
You ever heard of it? Never heard of it. So that one's out. Dragon Ball Fighter Z, Soul Calibur 6, Street Fighter 6.
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter?
Yes.
Yeah, Street Fighter.
Street
I
Fighter.
played Street Fighter before and it was pretty cool. Especially on the Kinect. That was really fun.
Nice. Alright, Street Fighter it is. Best family game. For the best game appropriate for family play, irrespective of genre or platform. So, Mario Tennis Aces, Nintendo Labo, Overcooked 2, Starlink Battle for Atlas, or Super Mario Party.
Hands down Mario.
Super Mario Party.
Yeah, definitely.
Hands down.
Definitely.
I've never really played the newest one, but I remember playing
You don't have
Super
to.
Mario Party 8 back when I was a kid.
You don't have to play the newest one to know that Mario is the best.
True that. Alright, best strategy game. Best game focused on real-time or turn-based strategy, gameplay, irrespective of the platform. I'm very unfamiliar with all of these. The Banner Saga 3, Battletech, Frostpunk, Into the Breach, Valkyria Chronicles 4.
Battletech looks kind of cool.
It does.
So it is Into the Breach.
Valkyria Chronicles 4 is the only one that I've actually heard of, other than Into the Breach.
I don't think I've heard it.
I don't know. You guys just want to guess?
Battletech.
Battletech?
Frostpunk.
Oh boy, that didn't help.
Looks cool.
We all picked different stuff.
It's just
Okay, what'd you pick? Okay.
I picked Valkyria Chronicles just because that's all I'm familiar
Valkyria
with.
Chronicles.
Really? You just want to go with that?
Yeah.
I'll say
Okay.
rock, paper, scissors, but
Hey, we can do it. Alright, me and you. I want to shoot. Shoot. Hey, alright, Valkyria Chronicles wins that one. Oh, what was yours? Battletech, right?
Battletech, correct.
Battletech, whatever the heck that is.
I'm salty, bro.
Is it still recording?
Looks like it.
Okay. Alright, best sports/racing game.
I'm
So
gonna say-
FIFA 19, Forza, good gracious, Forza Horizon 4, Mario Tennis Aces, NBA 2K19 Pro Evolution Soccer 2019. I think Forza's gonna take it.
Yeah, Forza.
Forza?
Yes.
FIFA, for real? I mean, how much more innovation can you throw at a FIFA game?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's only so
A
much.
story.
Nah,
Yeah.
I mean,
the story's just there to say they have it, that's all.
So, alright, so for best multiplayer game, is there even really a need to read off the nominees?
Black Ops 4.
Wow, I didn't see that coming actually. We should probably mention at this point, if it looks like the perspective of the camera has changed, it's because it has. My SD card filled up, but then I deleted stuff off of it, but then it's still like, no, it's full. And I don't know what's happening. We couldn't fix it. I don't have another card. So hey, if you know why this is happening, hit me up in the comments. Help me out, because I need to know why my utterly clear SD card still is registering as full. So for now, we're using this whack webcam on MacBook Air, so
Do be like that.
some days it is what it is, man. Alright, so best multiplayer game. For outstanding online multiplayer gameplay and design, including co-op and massively multiplayer experiences, irrespective of game genre.
Fortnite.
We have Call of Duty Black Ops 4, Destiny 2, Forsaken, Fortnite, Monster Hunter World, Sea of Thieves.
Fortnite came out in 2016, though. That doesn't deserve it.
No, Save the World came out. The Battle Royale came out in 2017. I get your back straight.
You know, if we were nominating, I would
Better go for
seek out that point of view. But since it's in the nominees, they have obviously already let it in.
Yeah.
You know, so but I'm with you. I'm with you on that. And
It makes sense.
It's kind of weird that it's here, but
Give Black Ops a month or two.
so I gotta go with Fortnite on
Alright,
this
I
one.
can see.
Okay, Fortnite it is. And let's see, we're skipping that one. We're skipping best student game.
Cool math, all of it.
Cool math. I wish I knew what that was.
What?
Best debut indie game.
Get out your house.
Huh?
I was just telling them we're gonna let that one go.
Yeah. Wait, the best debut indie game?
No, the fact that you don't know what cool math is.
What the heck is Cool Math?
Before your time. It's basically a website where you play a bunch of different computer games.
Oh, okay. Albino Black Sheep.
What?
Silver Games.
What?
Armor
Nobody?
games?
Armor Games,
Yeah, armor games.
Mini Clip?
Essentially. Yeah, mini clip.
Mini Clip.
Free
Yeah,
games.
okay.
Free
Now we're
games.
talking the same language. I think this is probably going to be the last one we're gonna hit on because all the other categories deal with esports. Not like it would be a pure guess for me for every single one of them. I think same for you guys, right?
Yeah. That's cool
So-
math is up there, but
What'd you say?
and that's cool math is up there, but
Cool Math.
I don't think there's any.
Well, I don't think Cool Math is up there, man. But you never know. Maybe they'll pop up as a wild card.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. That'd be dope if Game Awards had wild cards.
Yeah.
Anyway, best debut indie game. The choices are Donut County, Florence, Moss, The Messenger, Yoku's Island Express. So immediately, I just want to give it to Moss because it looks like a throwback to, the PlayStation 2, Xbox 360 era
That's what's up.
stuff. Or not 360, just Xbox. Yeah. I'm getting my timelines mixed up. But it just looks like that cute, here's a little animal creature, let me run around and jump on stuff. I don't know.
Like Little Big Planet.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm
I
down
don't
with
know.
that.
Do you guys care? Moss?
I'm down with that.
Moss it is. Honestly, though, I think Florence is probably going to get it, but whatever. Moss or Florence. But now, guys, it's time for the one that we've all been waiting for, Game of the Year.
I think everybody knows.
Recognizing a game that delivers the absolute best experience across all creative and technical fields. So, I think you guys are gonna out vote me.
Yes, and I'm going to speak my details first before Trey.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me read out the nominees real quick. So we've got Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Celeste, God of War, Marvel's Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World. How the heck that got in the running? I don't even know. And Red Dead Redemption 2. Not knocking Monster Hunter World. I don't think it's a Game of the Year game.
I'm surprised
Anyway.
Fortnite is in there.
I think Fortnite delivers a fantastic multiplayer experience, but that's it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, so, all right, let's start with you. What you got for Game of the Year? What?
Yeah, Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter?
No. No, it has that. It's Red Dead Redemption 2. 100,000 per billion %. Because the graphics, the storyline, the intensity, the humor, the everything. This was like the free roam of it, the map size, the random encounters, the customization of the game, the realisticness. It's just all of it. Because, like, you can literally see the balls on the horse shrink, like, when it gets cold. And the beard in your hair grows, and you can cut it and stuff and pomade it and get different styles. It's freaking ridiculous.
So let me ask a question. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second. Does realism always translate to the best experience?
Yes.
Because I would find that super tedious. I would just have a giant bearded man that stunk and smelled because I would never give him a bath and just all this other stuff.
See,
Normally, I would agree. However, I think it is.
you can get it back.
You guys have drank the Red Dead Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can get baths in this game.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
a-
I wouldn't want to, though.
It's a minute
Why?
thing. Usually, I would agree. It's tedious, boring, yada yada yada. But it's also not essential. So if you want to just leave it, you can, and you don't have to pay for it necessarily. You can just go to your camp and shave it off. And
Okay.
if you don't eat enough, you'll get stats for that. And if you eat too much, you'll get stats for that. And if you're perfect, you'll get stats for that. So
Okay.
I think it's just enough. They don't focus on it too much, and they don't focus on it too little. If they're going to focus on it just enough to make it actually enjoyable.
I don't know. I want to do this. What game do you guys think I'm going to say for Game of the Year?
Spider-Man, because you've said it for like all of them.
Spider-Man.
You'd be wrong. Spider-Man is not my pick for Game of the Year.
What is it?
I think, or I'm sorry, let me correct that. Spider-Man is my pick for Game of the Year. But I think the game that is going to win Game of the Year is going to be God of War.
What? No.
I think it's going to be God of War, man.
It's not enough
Like
content.
that game was, but that game.
It's ew compared to Red Dead Redemption. It's ew.
What?
That's what I have to say about it. It's ew.
I wish everyone listening right now or watching could have seen these two jokers right after I let them borrow God of War. So I didn't even get all the way through it because I was like, it's not quite the game for me, right? And then I got the game back from them from these guys, and I'm like, this is what I thought of it, and they were like, "You're wrong!" Like, string them from a tree and hang them.
Yes,
You're wrong.
but you should
And
see
now they're
it.
like, "Nah, screw God of War."
I'm not saying that.
what?
God of War is still a masterpiece in its own right.
I am saying screw it.
But
Compared to Red Dead Redemption, it is doo-doo.
yeah.
Compared to Red Dead Redemption, every game in the world is doo-doo.
So let me. Okay, I think we'll find common ground on this statement about God of War versus Red Dead. I think we will. God of War was a more technically flawless game
No.
than Red Dead Redemption 2.
No, that makes sense.
No,
'Cause, I mean, the interwebs are alive with, like, haha, Red Dead Redemption 2 bug, where, like,
Yeah.
a horse gets creamed into an alleyway and then a guy runs through and launches the horse into the air, or someone falls and gets stuck in the porch.
Yeah.
That's happened.
There are a lot
Yeah.
of glitches in the game.
I've never seen
However-
But God of War, though, like, tell me one glitch you found in God of War.
That's
That's
besides the point.
But
That is besides
glitches
the
can
point.
also make the game. I remember when they first announced the Master Chief Collection and they were talking about Halo 2 Remastered, how they kept all the glitches from the original game in the remastered version because people were so fond of the glitches. They loved them so much. It can add a whole new
but
experience.
Look at
to
this.
it.
Look at it this way. God
But
of War is just another one of those games where it's like, oh, there it is. It's really good.
What?
But
You did not just say that.
Red Dead Redemption is different. It's way different and more real than any other game there is.
So, this is my thing with, and please don't think I'm knocking Red Dead Redemption 2 at all. I think it's probably an amazing game. Obviously, what they've done with the game from a technical aspect is just ridiculous. you guys are both going to jump me as soon as I say this. What they've done is great, but I think that what they have done is taken things that were already out there from other games and just took it to 200.
Excuse you?
It's
Not the arcade. Oh, you. Take that back.
I mean, fight me though. Tell me I'm wrong.
I will literally fight you. Let's go outside. That is a false statement, sir.
Is there anything in Red Dead that is as satisfying as launching your Leviathan axe through the air,
Yes.
calling that sucker back to you?
Yes.
Pulling out a pump action shotgun and blowing dude's brains out.
But can I list
So
at
realistic.
least 10 other games where you can do the same thing?
Okay, but not okay. You
No,
got
but
me there.
the satisfaction,
However,
the satisfaction of it is just there because I love doing that, and like the realisticness of everything in the game just blows God of War out of the water because it's like you can after stabbing somebody to death, you can literally pick them up and the blood will be there on your shoulder
and it'll be in your
But-
beard and everything.
and on your hands, on your knife. It's just the realisticness
The
blows
detail.
it out of proportion because like when you are walking through snow, the trails will still be there once you come back, and like the footprints and just the dirt.
But I mean,
and
is
everything.
realism
Yes,
enough to...
it is enough because not
'Cause
even
I
that.
mean,
Not even that. The action in it is really cool because like you have to pull the trigger twice. Like you have to pull the trigger to shoot and then pull it again to like cock it back. And
that's so extra.
It's,
That is so extra to me, though. Like that
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 you-
would
you
not
can-
create the best experience.
you
for
can
me,
get
though.
pistols that don't have to do the, you know,
yes, and the pump action shotgun you can get that too.
you can get a
and,
semi-auto
like,
shotgun. You can't get semi-auto rifles, but
Who needs that?
I think the moral of the story is that I'm outnumbered, and
You
the Red Dead Redemption 2 Kool-Aid has been poured and it
You
has been
haven't.
drunk.
You have not played it.
I haven't.
If you
And
played it, it's one of those games where if you played it, you would love it. Because when Trey started playing it at first, I was like, I don't know if this is the type of game for me, but when I started playing it, best game I've ever played, hands down. I feel like you would be the same way. You just have to play it. Because I'm sure
you guys got it on Xbox, don't you?
correct.
Yes.
Ah.
I'm sure if you didn't, like, if you didn't play God of War or Spiderman, you'd be like, oh, it looks okay. But when you played it, best game you've ever played.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I guess time will tell. I don't think that we're, and I feel bad for saying it because I haven't played Red Dead 2, right? I haven't experienced it,
We've played all three games.
and to be fully transparent, the reason that I have not played it is because of the stuff that I've heard people say about it. Not even the bad stuff. Like you guys are sitting here talking about things that you like about it. You're like, there's a gun where you got to pull the trigger, and you got to pull the hammer back, and then you can shave and you can take a bath. And as you're saying that, you guys are excited about it, and I'm like, barf. Like I don't want to do that stuff in a game.
Because there's a lot to like. There's a lot to do with it, but you don't have to do it. Like,
Yeah.
It doesn't affect you as much as you think, and like it. Once you actually do it, you'll be like, you will actually feel like you're in there without you actually being in there, and you'll just think it's dope.
Yeah, I think my problem is that I'm gonna get into there. I'm gonna get into it, and I'm gonna hit that point where I'm like, I don't feel like shaving, and my dude's gonna be giant beard, and he's gonna be stinky because I haven't bathed, and I'm gonna go, but gosh darn it, I need to bathe him. I need to cut his hair,
You
I
know,
only
and I'm
took
gonna
a couple
hate
baths.
every moment of it.
I only took a couple baths though.
It
It
doesn't
literally
change.
takes to shave. It literally just takes you go, you sit, you shave. It's
it's a quick
that was
process.
But okay,
It's
my I guess my never mind. I'm not even gonna go there.
you don't even
I'm not
have.
even gonna go there. It's a cowboy simulator. It's not a game.
I will-
I'm just
I
kidding.
will
Pretty
say,
much,
I'm just
yeah.
kidding.
It's,
But
like you get to pick how you want the game to go, because like I'm not gonna say how it ends or anything, but you can. There's 3 different ways you can pick how it ends, and I just like picking your own direction of how you want to do things.
Gotcha.
Because with like God of War and Spiderman, it's a one direction, and that's it. That's the
Right.
game. With Red Dead Redemption, you can play the game 3 times over and have a whole different
You can
story.
make it your own game.
3 different times.
Jeez. Well,
We got you, bro. We got you.
ladies and gentlemen, maybe I'll play Red Dead one day, and maybe
You will play.
maybe
Red
my
Dead.
mind will be changed.
And
But guys, thanks for sticking with us. I'll post all of our predictions in the description below, so you can go back and reference it. We can go back and reference it after December 6th. We'll know how right or how wrong we were. And hey, we didn't. This conversation didn't devolve into fighting, with fists. So
just
that
wait.
worked. That worked.
Just wait.
But guys, give us your opinions. Tell us why we're right or why we're wrong down in the comments. Subscribe. Hit that like button. Go check out the other videos. Go check out Gameside Chats. If you've never seen an episode of Gameside Chats, you need to. Go now. Do it. But guys, thanks for sticking with us. Again, Tyler, Trey, thanks for coming out, fellas.
Ah.
No problem.
Pound it, noggin.